Alright, good day guys. It's Abakasani here, and in this tutorial I'm going to introduce you to the app Pixellab. So in this video I'm going to be explaining every part of the Pixellab app. Everything is done here. Every design we are going to be doing, we are going to be creating, is going to be done inside this application. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first one I'm going to be explaining now is this plus icon. Under this plus icon we have other features here. The first one we have text. This is where you add your text. Okay, this is where you add your text. This is where you write something you want to add as text. Okay, then we have current date. This is current date. That's your current date. Then we have sticker. Okay, you have sticker. You have sticker. These are all stickers. You can choose. These are all stickers. Then we have shapes also. We have shapes. These are all shapes you can use for your designs. You have radius. Okay, if you add radius it will become curve. You have opacity. You can see your opacity here. Then here is where you add your colors. Here is where you add your colors, and this is stroke. Let me change this color so that you can see the stroke. The stroke is black. Let me change the colors. Yeah, you can see. So this is stroke, this is opacity, and this is blur. This is where you add blur to stroke. You can also do something like this to leave the stroke, but if you want it filled on the shape, you can leave it like this. Now, the third one, or the next one I will say, is from gallery. Now this is where you want to, where you import your either your images, resources, anything you want to import. Inside this Pixellab we are going to work with. Okay, let's take for example, let me import. Okay, let's skip this one for now. Let's go on to the next. I'll explain that on the next video again, so that we'll see all. So I don't want to waste much time, so I'll go for that, so that when we're going to the practical, we are going to see the full use of it. And this is draw. This is a freehand you can use to draw. This is a freehand. Let me change the background color so that you'll be seeing what I'm doing. Alright, this is a freehand. Alright, now there is something that is coming up under this icon. Now if I point any of the shape, either, okay, let me see, any of the element here, you are going to be seeing these icons here appearing. Okay, these two icons, the delete and the pen. This is showing that the pointer is under the element I pointed. Okay, so under this pointer we have another features. The first one is duplicate, to copy. The second one is alignment. The third one is to the back. This is to the front, and this is, let me be using it one by one, and this is rotate, and this is resize. This is duplicate, as I said. You can see it as duplicates in the element here, and this is to the back, sorry, to the front. You can see this particular one I duplicate. Let me point out this. Let me delete this so that you see what you see this this element is at the back of the ship, so I want it to be at the front of the ship. So I'll click on it. You can see now this is at the front, while if I click this, it will be at the back. You can see it will be at the back. Then you have rotate. This is rotate. Then you have resize, as I said, resize. This is where you add the size, and you can also use this. To drag this and this also. But if you want to add the size not in one angle, either the opposite side, you are going to use, you can use this. If you want it to be like this, maybe somehow like this, yeah, you can use this. But it depends on what you are using. If you are using images, I'll advise you to always use this edge. I'll advise you to always use edge. But if you are using shapes, Then it depends on the shape you are using. Like these ones, it doesn't matter anywhere. Depends on how you want it. Then on to the next. The next one here is where this icon is where you save your project as project. So this icon is where you save your design as project. You give it a name and save it, and you can also click on it and save it as image. That's if you want to export it. Under this export, you have two formats. You have PNG and you have GPG. GPG most times is mainly when it has background. If you want it to be PNG too, you can export it as PNG. But for example, you want to export I want to export these things I've done with no background, so it's going to be PNG. I'm going to use PNG. Okay, dimension I will use ultra and export it. But if I don't want it to be transparent, then I'll use GPG. So that's that. Then the next one here is undo. So undo action, you can see there is not redo here, but there is undo action. Then the next one is export. The same thing with this one. Save image as, the same thing as this. You want to export it, you can see to gallery and to other social media handles you want, anyone you want. Then we have zoom to if you want to zoom it, you can use it. Then you have the quotes. You have motivations, you have success, you have friendship, happiness, inspiration, positivity, absurd, and so on and so forth. These are quotes you can pick. Then you have grid lines. These are grid lines. You can see these are grid lines. You have the vertical one and the horizontal one. You can also add the number of lines you want. You can also add. You can see these are grid lines. You can use it to align your elements, your text, and so on and so forth. Then you have these three dots. Under these three dots, you have features. There are features here. We have the first one. We have use image from gallery. Use image from gallery is mainly if you import image from gallery, going to serve as your background. Then you have full screen. This full screen will enable you to see how your work will appear. If you export it, if you save it out, it's going to appear like this. For example, like this one. So you are going to see it as this inside the Pixellab. That's the full screen. Then you have use image from camera. This will direct you to the camera where you can snap something with your camera and it will serve as your background. Then you have export image. That's the same thing I explained with this icon. Same one. These have the same function. Then you have image size. This is where you change your image size. You can use any image size you want. Okay, you can use any image size you want. If you want maybe sizes, social media size or flyer size or brochure, book cover, anything you want to design, you can even search it on Google to get the dimension and come and add it here. And we have some presets, some custom square profile, YouTube thumbnail, channel banner, Facebook cover, and so on and so forth. All these are sizes you can use: Twitter head size and Google plus cover, and so on and so forth. Then you have all these are from the app listing. Remove ads. All these are related to the app's info. Then you have the cover autosave. Now this is what Pixellab does. It autosaves your work with time. Okay, you can see I'm recording this around. This is the recent work I did now, which is 10:35, and now it's 10:38. Let's see it. You can see this is the recent work, and it autosaves. So in case you are working and your phone happens to maybe switched off, or just happen to get yourself out of the app, Pixellab will autosave your work. So Pixellab will autosave your work. Then you have open PLP file. Now this is where you see your recent project you saved. the project you save as image, sorry, as project. The designs you save as project. Then this is about the app, and the last one is exit. Then here, this icon here, this icon here, this icon here is where you see all your elements. You can see all the elements that are here are also arranged here. Okay, all elements here are also here. So that is that. Then under these icons down, the down icons here, these icons at the bottom, I have the first one. I set my project. I have different background. You can use anyone, but this is the default background. All these are backgrounds you can use. Okay, then the second one, we have features. There are features under it, and this feature, let me add the default background. Now this feature will show up when you tap on text. Now if I remove this pointer on the text here, you can see the features will disappear. These features are for text. They are the same thing with shapes and other objects. This for shape and this for text. You can see the difference here. So there are differences, but the difference is very minimal. So let's start with the text here. Now you have edit. This is where you edit your text. Okay, edit your text. Use your text. Then you have delete. You have copy. Use the same thing I said earlier, as though the listing is not the same, please, but different, but it's the same function. It does the same function. Then you have to the front, you have to the back. I explained this. You have position. You can use it to position your elements. Then you have relative position. Okay, you can use it to position either at the up, bottom, middle, okay, extreme end, left, right, anywhere. Then you have size. You can use it to increase and reduce size. Then you have paddle. This paddle is used to give space for the text to the text. For example, like this text. Let me reduce the size. You can see now the text is the thing is giving this text space, but if I reduce it, you can see the text is cut. So that's it. You can use it to, in case you add some fonts used to cut text, so you have to add this paddle, padding, sorry, so to bring out your text. Then you have color. Under color you have gradient color. These are how you add your gradient color. You have different formats, almost 6. Yeah, 6 formats you can use. This is the first one. This is how you pick your color. Click on this. This is the down one. That's the dark one. And click on this icon. So pick your color, any color of your choice. Go back to this one and choose another color like this. You can use this to add as many as you want. Okay, you can use this to change the direction of the gradient color. You can use this to change the pointer where you want it. You can use this minus to reduce the number of gradients there. Alright, then the third one is texture. Texture, it means if you want to add something from your gallery. I want to add something from your gallery. Let's try this. Okay, let's keep this one. I'll come back for it. Then you have opacity, because I have to enter my gallery. Use opacity, because it will have opacity here. Then you have color filter. Let me add color so that you can see what color filter does. Okay, it will still not work on this, but if you add another element which is maybe not inside here, it's going to appear. You're going to see this full work. This stroke, the other stroke used to have blur, but this one don't used to have blur. Okay, no, this is not where I am. this under shape, under text. So I say it's still the same thing. It's still the same thing. So this rotate, this font. This is where you add your font. This is where you add your font. These are font style. Sorry, these are style. You have bold, italic, underline, and this is to cancel everything here. To cancel selection. Then we have curve. We have curve. We have curve. We have background. This background is let me add color. I'm going to add background to the text, like shape. This background, this alignment. This is what alignment does. This center alignment. Okay. Come on. Now, this is what alignment does. We have alignment to the right, this to the right, sorry, to the left, this to the right, to the center, sorry, and this is to the right. You can see the text is starting from the right hand side, while here is at the center and while here is at the left. Then here is justify. This is just to justify the text. Then we have spacing. We have spacing, we have word spacing. Anyone? Let me bring this back so that you can see what I'm trying to. This is spacing I'm talking about. You can see word spacing, while this is letter spacing. Then we have that's the under text. Then we have line spacing. This is line spacing. This is the work of line spacing. Then we have stroke. This stroke is for text. We have stroke for shape and we have stroke for text. This is stroke. Yeah. This is stroke. This is shadow. This is shadow. Let me use another color so you can see it. This is shadow. You can see. Then I have inner shape, inner shadow. I mean, you can see the work of inner shadow. Then this is mainly for when you add some texture to it. This perspective. This perspective. These are 3D rotate. 3D text to add 3D this thing. This 3D to add 3D to your text. 3D shadow also. And we have reflection too. So that's for the text. Then for the shape. For the shape it's still the same thing. The changes are very minimal, as I said. Like under text we don't have eraser. We don't have eraser. But under shape you have eraser. We don't have max 2. I think I don't have max 2 on shape. I don't have max 2 on shape. But you have it on text, but we have it on shape. You can see this max 2. This max 2. We don't have erase color there on text, but we have erase color on shape. There are things you may not get it fully until we dive into the practical. Okay, as we are using it frequently, we'll begin to understand some. Now, if I want to remove red color, you can see I've moved my picker to the where red color is, so I'm going to pick red color. Okay, let me still add. I don't know why it's showing me. Okay, let me try removing white color here. Okay, it will not remove white color because it's at the stroke. Let me remove the stroke. You can see, and it has only one color. Okay, so it cannot remove the color. It only have one color. think I've explained all this. It's still the same thing. This is crop. Yeah, this is crop. So that is that. So you can see immediately I pointed. The icon is under you and worship or any other object. It's not for text. So immediately I click on this piece, like on the background here. You can see the pointer disappear, and on the features under text, sorry, under shape, it's no longer showing. So these are the some of the things. Then we have Bezier tool. This is mainly used for, like, if you want to trace or you want to draw something, use Bezier tool. Okay. So that is that. This is the same thing shape. You have import. It stay the same thing with from gallery. If you want to import, you have sticker. I've explained this. Then you have arrow. These are arrow. You can give it a color, stroke, and anything. Then back to this, you have color. This is where you add. This features is for background. You can import image from gallery. You can choose the image size. This everything you add here is from it will appear on the background like this. If I change the color, you can see the same thing. If I click on this, the background is going to be transparent. This image size, this crop. Now these are images you can also use. You can see they have their default sizes. So, and this is from gallery and this is from camera. When I say from gallery, you're going to import it from your gallery. So that is that.